I am Mary Garden, and I am coming to you from Intermountain Healthcare's TOSH Pilates program, where we are committed to helping you live a more healthy life. And since you are unable to come to us at this time, we decided that we would try and come to you. So today we're going to be working on core and trying to really engage those deep stabilizing muscles. If you have any questions at all, please visit us at our website at toshutah.org/Pilates. Also, if for any reason something doesn't feel right or comfortable to you, please do not push it. We always want to work tension-free, and you can learn a little bit more about that at our website and learning about these basic principles of breath, engaging our transverse pelvic floor, our ribs, our shoulders, all of these key principles that help us moving more healthy. So we are going to need today, you're going to need either your food cans or weights and then a towel. So go ahead and grab those and then let's get started. We are going to start on our backs today, and I want you to grab that towel and roll that towel up. And then you're going to lay on your back and place the towel underneath your hips, or like your tailbone is where I want us to go. If you need something for your head, go ahead and grab a pillow to place underneath it, just so that you're not feeling strain in your neck. Also, again, if you have any spinal injuries, please make sure that you know what you're doing before. We're going to be doing a lot of flexion, and I just want to make sure, depending on the injury, some of these units might not be the most beneficial. So go ahead and place that towel underneath, like I said, your tailbone, so it's low on your back. We're going to just bend the knees, both feet are down, hip width apart. Hands are going to come to your side. And let's go ahead and open the palms up towards the ceiling so that we can kind of open up in the collarbone and the chest. Shoulder blades are flat on the back. We're just going to start with some breath work. Take a deep inhale in through the nose and exhale, gently forcing it out through the mouth. One more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, last breath, and exhale. Now, as you continue with that breath, I want us on the exhales to begin thinking of lifting your pelvic floor and tightening, just gently tightening the space between your pubic bone and belly button and your two hip bones. So that little triangle space, you're feeling just a gentle tightening without pulling in the back, the glutes, the hamstrings. Exhale, lifting up that pelvic floor, pulling the belly in. Good. Now let's go ahead and move into an imprint and release. So on the exhale, we start engaging those obliques. Feel the pelvis gently reach for the ribs. And then inhale, we gently push that tailbone back into the towel underneath us. Exhale, connect with those obliques, pelvic floor, transverse. Inhale, pressing that tailbone back down. Last one, we're going to hold into this imprint, connecting those obliques. Bring your right leg up into tabletop. Exhale, bring your left leg up into tabletop. Good. Now, you can either keep your hands down here, or you can reach them up towards the ceiling. Either way, I want us to just let those legs, just like gravity pull, or gently push the head of the femur into those hip sockets to help kind of release the muscles around the hip. Now we're going to first just open the legs out on the exhale. Inhale, bring the knees back together. Again, holding imprint, start connecting to that core. Good. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale. And inner thighs gently engaging as that pelvic floor engages as well. Just give me 3 more. Exhale. And And 2 more. And last one. Good. Now from here, we're going to hold those legs in tabletop, arms reaching up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're in your imprint. We're going to exhale, take the left toe, and we're going to tap it towards the floor, holding imprint, feeling that tighten in your core. Exhale as you alternate, drop the right toe. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Onto that right foot. Good. One more on each side. And right foot comes down, taps, tabletop. Go ahead and hug those knees in. Beautiful. All right, now if for our next round of exercises, if you'd like it to be a little bit more intense and level it up, go ahead and grab your weights. Bring them by your side. Imprint each leg up into tabletop. Arms come up as well. Now, take a nice inhale. We're going to exhale. Extend your right leg out. As it reaches out, pull that belly in. Exhale, left leg reaches out. Let's point that toe, really reach and lengthen the ankle. Good, now we're going to alternate the hands with the legs. So left arm reaches out with the right leg and back in. Good, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Give me 2 more on each side. So as you're reaching the arm back, it becomes more difficult to hold imprint. The lower you go at those legs, the more difficult it's going to be. So if you're feeling a lot of hip or back, let that leg come up towards the ceiling as you bring the legs or extend them out and bring them in. Good. Now, another option too is to just bring one leg down and to only do it with one leg. So on this next move, we're going to extend the left leg out and the right arm. We're going to lower that left leg just an inch or two and then up towards the ceiling. So level 1 is keeping the right leg down, holding imprint, and letting that left leg lower and lift. Level 2, keep that right leg in tabletop. Good. Give me 2 more. Exhale as that left leg lowers. And only lower it down to where you feel comfortable and holding it into imprint. Again, staying out of the back or hip. Good. Bend that left knee in. Extend that right leg out. Again, left leg can be down on the ground or in tabletop. Holding imprint, we lower and lift. Inhale up. Exhale down. 6 more. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. And draw that knee in. Beautiful. Good. Go ahead and hug those knees for a second. Rock them side to side. All right. We're going to do one last move, a little bit of moguls is what I call them. So again, reset the body, find your imprint, one leg at a time, drag them up into that tabletop. Take a nice inhale, exhale. Again, always think pelvic floor, transverse engage first. We're going to just reach and think of peeling the tailbone up off gently as you rotate the knees to your right shoulder and the feet away towards the left. As if you're doing moguls. Hands are just going to gently reach. Inhale back to center. Let's stay on the same side. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Where I want you to feel is your left oblique as you gently try and exhale. Peel the tailbone up, off, and then back into center. Even if you're just thinking about it, you can't even see. I'm moving so small, you can't even see if my tailbone is lifting, but I'm holding imprint And on exhale, just gently lifting and just engaging a little bit more on the left side. You can use those weights still or get rid of them if you would like. I was afraid they're going to fall on my face as I was trying to show you different things. So last one. Back to center and other side. Good. So upper body isn't pulling off the floor. I'm just trying to lift and exhale, think imprint, and then lighten the tailbone on that towel. No momentum, just belly pulling and reaching. My right oblique is active as well. Give me 2 more. And last one. Good, all right. Bring both feet back down. Go ahead and move that towel out of the way, or come off of it, and move the cans out of the way, or your weights. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of side lying, balancing in core. So that towel you're gonna place between your ankles. Now, this is the tricky part to do, but I want you to lay in a straight line, as straight as you can, pointing the toes. Your head is going to relax on your arm. So you want to think you should be really wobbly. If you're not wobbly, that means one part of your body is coming more forward than the other. So I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to make sure my feet, legs, hips are stacked. My hips are open in neutral. My ribs, my bottom rib is lifted. And I'm thinking of my spine being parallel to the floor, so I'm not slouching into the ground. But I'm staying gently lifted away from the ground. And what I'm thinking about keeping myself balanced, I'm gently squeezing the towel to engage inner thighs and to have it help me to engage my pelvic floor. And then I'm holding as still as I can. So you can probably see me wobbling forward and back. Also, this is the tricky part for most of us, is because we're so used to looking at our phones, we want to bring our head forward and chin in. But I want you to make sure that your chest is open and you're looking forward. Your hand is directly above you. So it's not coming forward. So you're one long line from fingertip to toe. And now, if your top hand was balancing you, try and lift it up off and reach that arm up towards the ceiling. So this is really engaging my core right now. If you're feeling back at all, I want you to make sure that you're in imprint and drawing those ribs in. Make sure the ribs aren't popping out. If the ribs are pushing out, a lot of times that can cause us to drop into our spine, our lower back. Now with that arm, we're going to take a nice inhale, reaching that arm above. Exhale back up towards the ceiling. And reaching it up. Good. And one more. Good. Arm comes up towards the ceiling. We rotate in the shoulder joint. Good. And 2 more. And last one. Good. Now with that top arm, we're going to reach it forward. Draw those ribs in. Make sure the ribs are coming forward to keep you balanced. Your belly needs to. Exhale as you come forward. Good. Woo. Give me 4 more. This one is the trickiest one. Might need to take it a little bit slower. 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. Good. All right, now we're going to kick that towel away. We're going to be going into some side planks. So you're going to either come onto your knees. You have a couple of options. Level 1, if you have any shoulder issues or if it feels uncomfortable in your shoulder at all, to come against a wall. You're going to place your hand and your forearm all against the wall, and you're going to hold your body at a diagonal against the wall. Level 2, we're going to, similar idea, forearm against the mat, and then our knees are going to come underneath us, and we're going to lift in the hip. So as you do this, I want you to go Try and open those hips up so that they're more towards a 180 than at a 90 degree. You want your body to be nice and long. And then level 3, extend those feet. Okay? So pick your poison. We're going to come into that side plank. What I want us to think about is keeping the shoulder away from our ear. I'll do level 2 so you can kind of see. So I want the shoulder to be, or the elbow to be underneath the shoulder. Make sure it's not above. You should be feeling that elbow pressing into the ground. Shoulders engaging. You're not letting your shoulder come into your ear, but you're really pushing away. Find that connection into your oblique as you stay lifting and your hip lifting away from the ground. We're going to bring that arm back up towards the ceiling. Same idea here. Inhale. Exhale, reach that arm up and to the ceiling. Overhead, 7 and 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now arm reaches forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We have one more set after this. 3, 2. We're going to reach that arm up, and then little pulses in the hip. Really feel your bottom oblique working. 6, 5. Exhale as you lift. 4. Lift that rib. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and come all the way up. We're going to come on to the other side. All right. So we're going to start again with that full length. Think of your body again as a dart, where from the toes to the tip of the fingers, you are one straight long line, pointing and extending. So, your head relaxes on your arm. You need to take a moment, reaching the toes. Make sure that they're not coming forward or back. They're just right underneath the hips. You might need to engage your booty just a little bit. Ribs are staying lifted and symmetrical, so they're not slouching into the ground. You should keep a little bit of space there. Arm is coming directly above you. So your arm's not pointing forward. It's reaching right above your head. Good. And then make sure your head is drawn back onto that arm. Chin is in. Good. So from this point, you should be feeling a little wobbly as you draw those ribs in. Again, if you're pulling in your back, make sure that the ribs and the belly aren't pushing out, that you're thinking almost as if you're doing like a little baby sit-up underneath your rib cage, kind of pulling it together. And then that left arm comes up towards the ceiling. We reach it overhead and then back up. Gently squeezing into that towel. So you're thinking pelvic floor, deep transverse. Good. And last one, reach that arm up towards the ceiling. All we're going to do is rotate that arm right in that shoulder joint, getting some movement. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now that arm, we reach it forward. This is where that balance comes in. So make sure that you're not squeezing in unnecessary places, but like in your face. Make sure that it's coming from your core and pelvic floor. Pulling that belly in. Keeping your body stable. You need 2 more. Good. And last one. So good. Beautiful. All right, good. Go ahead and kick that towel to the side again. Level 1, you're standing, forearm, hand up against a wall, and you're still working in that side. Level 2, your hand comes underneath you, staying on the knees. Level 3, you're coming onto your toes. This time I'll do level 3 with those of you. But let's go ahead. Remember, stabilizing in that shoulder. Check your elbow, making sure it's not above the shoulder, and that you're not collapsing in that shoulder either. We want to keep that shoulder blade super stable. So feel engagement gently underneath your armpit, feeling it in your shoulder. We're Now lift those hips up. Think of your hips, legs nice and long, arm up towards the ceiling. We reach it over for 8. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we bring it forward for 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We have one more set. Okay, now reach the arm up towards the ceiling and lift the hips. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming all the way back down. Great job. All right, we're gonna stay right here for a moment, just doing a little bit of mermaid. So keeping that Z sit. If you look, it kind of looks like the letter Z. You can crisscross your legs. If this doesn't feel good on your hips, you can also sit cross-legged or even sit in a chair. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna have you bring your right hand to the ground. Left arm is gonna reach up. As you reach that left arm up, think of pressing that right arm down so you have that kind of oppositional force. And then we're going to flex over to the side, giving a nice little stretch. Inhale, back up. Lower that left arm. Bring that right arm up. As you extend that right arm up, press that left arm down. Nice little flexion. Inhale all the way up. Good. One more on the other side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. All the way up. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to come back to that towel. You're going to roll it into a ball again. And we're going to use this as support for our lower back. So grab your weights. This is if you'd like to level it up at all. We're just going to do a little bit of flexion and core work in a little bit of sit-ups, kind of like a modification of sit-ups. So bring those feet forward onto those sits bones. We're going to start in neutral, and then now we exhale, draw that pelvis into imprint, and begin rolling one vertebra at a time, bringing that tailbone. Imagine you're bringing it between the legs. I'm going to bring those weights back a little bit, and you're going to roll back and connect your back with your lower back with that towel, like giving it a little bit of support. Now from here, take a nice inhale. Exhale, we're going to do a little baby sit up, reaching forward for 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to hold it. You're going to bring your right hand over to your left side. You're going to now inhale back. Exhale, pull that belly forward. So we're not collapsing the spine. We're still thinking length through the top of our head as we reach, keeping that chest open. We're not in our necks. We're staying out of our hips, pulling in that belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand, left hand. We reach across the right side of our body and pull 7 down. 9, 8, 7. Just gently pull away from that towel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center and work your way all the way up, nice and tall. Hands come in front of the knees and open the chest. Great job. All right, now we're going to level it up. So this time, if you'd like to use the weights, we're going to try and hold that flexion and just move our arms. So again, if you weren't finding support with the towel, you can grab a couple of towels or a pillow, but it just keeps you feeling like you're not getting too much in the hips or the back, or you're not all the way back here in kind of that lounge position, but you just kind of have a little bit of support. All right, so let's start back in neutral. We think imprint, and then rolling that pelvis as if it's a wheel, connecting it towards towards the towel. Arms are forward. This time we're gonna hold our pelvis still and torso, and we're just gonna work in the arms for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna alternate 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come forward and out. 8, 7. I exhale as the arms come out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternate. 8, 7. Not moving my pelvis. Don't let those knees move. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rolling all the way up. Nice job. Set those weights down. Bring your hands across the shins. Open the chest. Take a deep breath. And then let's fold over the knees. Wrap your hands around the legs towards the feet. Give a good stretch in your back. Relax your head if you can. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can also come into a shell stretch onto your knees. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and stack your spine nice and tall. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, if you have any questions or comments, email us at TOSH Pilates at imail.org. So again, that's TOSH Pilates at imail.org. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me.